96. That's some winding, right? So the band now is going to play some very, very old Scottish music. This style of pipe music is called pibroch, which is just the Gaelic word for piping. But pipers know it today, still as pibroch. These tunes can be very, very long. The band's just going to play a short segment of one of the tunes here. The tune they're going to play for you is called The Battle of the Bridge of Perth. And what's common with pibroch is that they almost always have a very interesting backstory, and this one is no exception. So while the band takes a little break, I'm just going to read to you. So this was from a book by William Forbes Skene. The book is called Celtic Scotland, and this is about the Battle of the Bridge of Perth. So he said that so great a contention had arisen among the wild Scots that their whole country was disturbed by it, and on that account the king, finding himself unable to restore peace, arranged that the two principal captains, with their best and most valiant friends, amounting on each side to 30 men, should fight in an enclosed field after the manner of judicial combatants. So basically it was trial by combat. So the two groups show up at this certain day. It says, here's the rules. The rules were swords only and crossbows having only 3 arrows each. So you've got 30 men on each side. They could each have a sword and a crossbow, but only 3 arrows. So those are the rules. And the last of the rules was it had to happen before the king on a certain day. So they did this, and the outcome was this. All men on both sides were slain, except 7. 5 on the one side and 2 on the other, of which 2, one escaped by flying to the river and escaping across it. So one of them ran across the river, and the other, being taken, was pardoned with the consent of the other party, although some say he was hung. Here's a flashback. At the beginning of the conflict, one of the number of one party disappeared and could not be found. That would have been me. On which one of the spectators, who happened to belong to the same clan and was hostile to the other party, agreed to take his place for 40 shillings. He fought most valiantly and was one of those who escaped with his life. So a good call. He made 40 shillings. I looked it up. 40 shillings was equivalent to $1,500 today, or it would have been about 4 months of their wages. So he was willing to jump into this battle, out of which only 7 people escaped, for $1,500. So I'm not sure I would have done that. We won't ask any of you to fight by combat this evening, but now we'll play you the tune. It's actually a very beautiful tune, The Battle of the Bridge of Perth. It's going to take the band less time to play it than it took me to tell you about it, but I hope you enjoyed your history lesson. That's the most I'll talk tonight.